Hey everybody, you know what time it is. It's a special edition lunchtime with the Habit Master. So I have been working on a new habit workbook all morning, and I looked at the clock and it was like 12:30, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't eaten yet today. I am starving. So last night we went with some friends to one of the Mexican places, and I thought to myself, what can I make? Because I never eat the whole thing, right? Hey, Shelly, how are you? I never eat the whole thing, so of course I'm going to have leftovers. Well, I knew my son and my hubby weren't going to be here today, so I was going to work a little bit on some stuff, and then I thought, I get all this Mexican for myself. I am a Mexican junkie. I love Mexican food. I like Tex-Mex. I like authentic Mexican food. So I thought, what can I do? So the guy had brought us extra chips, right? You can never have enough chips. And I thought, I could make chilaquiles because I knew I'd be busy. So what are chilaquiles? Well, chilaquiles are kind of a comfort food in the Mexican society. So they take their day-old or a couple-day-old tortillas and they fry them up into chips, right? Everybody has chips, right? So, and then you can use it as comfort food, a brunch item, or like a hangover kind of thing because it's starchy. So you can make them in a ton of different ways, and I've eaten a ton of different ways. You can have green salsa or red salsa. Today I'm going to do green because I have homemade tomatillo salsa from my garden, and it's one of my favorites because it's tangy and it's a little spicy and I love it. So I'm doing that first. So I've got some that I just thawed out because I had some that was frozen. And then you can put eggs on it or no eggs. I'm doing eggs. You can do some kind of meat, some kind of beef. My favorite's chorizo, which is a Mexican sausage. I have barbacoa from my taco from last night. So that's what I'm going to use today. You could put refried beans on it or on the side, which usually that's what they do. You can also whoop it up with some black beans. A lot of times they'll top it off with a little onion, which I hate raw onion, so I'm not doing that. Hey, Beck, what's shaking, man? We're doing chilaquiles today. I'm going to show you how to do it. And you can do crema, Mexican cream, which is like a sour cream. It's a little more runny and a little tangier. But I can't do that because of my dairy allergy, and also a lot of times they do the cojita sprinkled cheese, which is similar to feta, but we're leaving the cheese off today for me. So, but you can do whatever you want to do. So I'm gonna get my gear all rigged up. Before I forget, for anybody that is interested in learning how to change their habits, grab a copy of my book today. It's called The Habit Formula book.com, and I will send you out a cool free bracelet. One side it says Habits Rule, and the other side says I'm in control. So this is a little ethical bribe. Go to thehabitformulabook.com. You get a free copy of the book. You just pay for shipping. Okay, I think it's like $6.95, but it's cheaper than you get anywhere else. And I'll give you this little bracelet for free. I'll just send it, throw it in the mail, because I mail everything. So I'll throw it in the little envelope, and we'll get started. Okay, let's make some chilaquiles, man. Let me get my gears set up here. Look at my garden, man. It's starting to sprout off stuff. If anybody wants some cucumbers or zucchini, come talk to me because it's starting to be crazy here. Okay, it might get a little dark here for a second. I got to line this thing up right. I apologize, but we'll get it right. Okay. All right, I think we're geared up. So what I got over here is I got my green salsa. I got 2 eggs. You can do 2 or 3. I got a hot pan that's going because I'm going to make my eggs here in a second. And then I got my leftovers. So I got chips, and then underneath this is a barbacoa taco, and it's got a little bit of refried beans and some salsa on that too. So I'm going to dump that in here soon. And then I just love a little chipotle Tabasco. So we're going to do that here soon. Hold on. Let me do something. Flip the image so you can read stuff. Okay. So yeah, a little chipotle Tabasco. You can never go wrong with that. All right, so let's get busy here. I know this pan is probably a little too hot. I'm going to let that cool off for a second. So the first time I ever had chilaquiles, we were in Cabo, and this is probably, let's see, I've been married 10 years, so probably 6 years ago maybe. Sorry, and we go to this House of Pancakes in Cabo, and on the menu was this chilaquiles, because I wasn't in the mood for, I wanted something Mexican, and I had already had the rancheros, with the eggs and all that stuff, and I was like, what the heck is chilaquiles? And when they brought this huge plate out of chips, let's put this back on the heat, of chips and like all kinds of yummy food, I was like, holy cannolis, like what is going on here? All right, let's wash my hands because I got egg all over here. And it was like one of the most like delicious things ever, because what you do is, over time you get, hold on, I'm getting a towel here. You get the spicy, you get the hot, you get the freshness of the salsas, and you also get the texture of the chips. So, I got sticky pan here. All right, my eggs are going to be sloppy, but that's okay. I think my pan was too much. Sometimes that happens, folks. So we're just going to scramble these up instead of having sloppy eggs. We'll just scramble them. Why not? Who cares? Eggs are eggs. It's all going in the same spot. So when in doubt, scramble them up. No biggie. Yeah, I started the flame too soon. I was gabbing too much with you guys. So anyway, when I had that, I think that was maybe on a Tuesday or Wednesday of the week. I had chilaquiles every freaking day the rest of the week, and it was just remarkable. So anytime you can have fresh chips with it, make your own. That's cool. Or do what I did, which was totally cheat, and just bring them home from the Mexican restaurant. Who cares if they're stale or whatever, because you're going to put salsa on them and let them soak for a couple minutes. Usually what the Mexican cooks do, and I'm just going to open this up. I don't really need the tortillas. Usually what the Mexican cooks do is they go ahead and, I'm going to nuke this so it's nice and hot for me, is they soak the chips in the salsa first, and it kind of gets them chewy. Actually, I might do that afterwards here. Let me see here. Do I have a pot big enough? Yeah, if we're going to do it, let's do it right. All right, I'll pick this kind of bigger pot out here. Throw my salsa in, and I'll just throw all of it in there. It's really good to get the chunkies. You get the crispy chips, and then some of them are a little soaked. So it's kind of good to heat them up a little bit. So I hope everybody's having a good weekend. It's beautiful outside. Almost done here. All right, at least hook that up a little bit here. I'm just going to throw it all in this pot here. Let it soak a couple minutes, and then we'll take everything out and plate up. And if you don't think I'm going to eat all this, you're highly mistaken, because it's one thing I can down is Mexican food. I kind of break these up a little bit because you're going to be cutting it up into chunk-sized pieces anyway. And I know that might look a little disgusting, but I'm telling you, it is so freaking good. Especially with this barbacoa. So you can do chicken, you could do chorizo, like I'm doing the barbacoa. If you don't want meat, you could do cut up zucchini if you're vegetarian. I'll turn this on high and really get it going here. The possibilities are endless. Cream, no cream, you know, it doesn't matter. Eggs, no eggs. I, of course, am doing some eggs here. I messed up my fried eggs, but that's okay. We're going to have them scrambled. Doesn't matter. And you just kind of want them soaked up. So you get some that are crispy and some that are soft. So yeah, that feels pretty good. We're going to plate up our chilaquiles now. Like I said, red salsa, green salsa, doesn't matter. The smoother the better. If it's a little too chunky or too tomatoey, you may have to water it down. You kind of want it to be more liquid than not. Tomorrow, if you want to tune in, I'm going to do another live show tomorrow. I don't know what time. Probably around noon again. I'm going to be doing keto pancakes. I need to replenish my supply. And I figure, why not teach you guys how to do keto pancakes? So for anybody that wants to do a lower carb kind of thing, tomorrow tune in. And we will teach you something. We'll eat some good food that won't be too bad for you. All right, I'm gonna put some, gotta mix up the Tabasco, baby. If you want to hit it with a lime also, I'm not going to because my tomatillo sauce is limey enough. Let's get all the runoff off here. It's so good. So anyway, that's our finished plate. So you got the chips. I had a little bit of bean in there. It's kind of all mixed up now, and a little bit of barbacoa. Now, obviously, you can layer it in layers. I like all my food mixed together anyway. Some people are kind of weird about that, but chilaquiles is an easy breakfast. Use your leftovers. Look, no more taco. Use your leftovers. Throw the chips in there. Throw the chips in the salsa. Heat them up. You got some that are mushy, but then you got crispy bits in that. And it is so freaking good. Again, today, grab a copy of the Habit Formula. It has completely changed my life, and I just happened to write down the steps that I actually did to work only 3 days a week, make more money than I've ever made, get back on the healthy track. I'm 20 pounds lighter than I was a couple years ago, and I haven't felt as good as I do today than I have in a long time. If you get the Habit Formula book today, I'm going to give you this cool little bracelet. It says I'm in control on one side and habits rule on the other. So go to thehabitformulabook.com. I hope you guys have a good day. Let's build good habits together and go make some chilaquiles for brunch. Make them tomorrow. So tonight, go to the Mexican restaurant, grab your extra chips, and make this tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow for keto pancakes. Bye-bye.